Your skin always looks so good.
I literally went on Snapchat and I was like, it was sitting on my phone like that, like on my laptop. So I was like looking like this. And my skin, I was like, girl, wait, Zoom. I need Zoom on my phone because what was Snapchat doing to me?
Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Reliving Childhood. I am Carlee.
I'm Sierra.
I'm Noah.
Woo-hoo. We are going strong. We're almost done. That's crazy.
We are, yeah.
That is so crazy. This has been such a fun, wild ride. Today, doesn't really have anything to do with the episode, but I'm wearing a shirt that says, "Trust me, I'm a doctor," and it's got Cat in the Hat on it.
The shirt I'm wearing, I'm going to explain more, but it's a Dare shirt. This isn't like a drug episode, but it's very like, And
I'm wearing a Vans surfing one that I got at a surfing competition because it's for good vibes,
You surf?
I don't. I was just there at the competition. Beach is my happy place. I feel at peace once I'm at the beach. Mm-hmm. I also once got scabs on my nipples because of boogie boarding.
They're getting ready to attack the Fire Nation capital, or just okay. And then I know Aang just can't sleep, but when he does, he has these weird dreams. And then there's one where Appa and Momo talk, and that is all I remember about this episode.
I really don't remember anything.
Here I go. Oh. I'm kidding. I remember parts of it too, but they're on obviously they're in the Fire Nation. They've been in the Fire Nation, but Aang is still kind of scared because he feels like he doesn't have all of the training, which obviously, we rarely see him earthbending that much, and right. So he'll do it occasionally, but it's damn, he's quick to use air and water. But so he goes to sleep and he has this dream and it's very anime style, and he's I'm here to defeat you, Ozai. And Ozai's like, how can you beat me if you're not even wearing any pants? And then Aang's like, no! And he grabs this cloud and he's and leaves. And so then he keeps training and he's like, I can't go to sleep because there's so much, there's not enough time. I have to do all this stuff. And he's kicking a tree and punching a tree and stuff. But he keeps having all of these nightmares and they get more extreme. And then another nightmare, he's like, I'm here to defeat you, Ozai. And he's like, but what about your math test? And Aang's like, my math test. And it has the little thing where you move the beads back and forth. Toph's like, we can do acupuncture. And this porcupine hybrid thing comes out of the ground because she earthbends it. And they're all scared because it's Toph and she can't see where she's gonna poke them. And so then they try to do all these different things, and Aang's final dream, he's like, I'm here to defeat you, Ozai. And he's like, but what about, and Aang's like, but you're not wearing any pants. And then Ozai runs off and but they end up using Appa's, they're sheep. There's sheep on the island, and they end up shearing the sheep and making a really soft bed because Toph does the acupuncture thing, and then they're like no, so she ends up trying to do earthbending massaging. So she has the little earth poles kind of a thing, and Aang sitting on them, and she goes really fast, and he's just But another fever dream that he has is the Guru is there, and he has the 8 arms, and he's playing this banjo, and he's da, 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 da. And then you see Appa and Momo are fighting with samurai swords, and Aang's like, no, don't fight, you guys, don't fight. And everyone's like, Aang, what is going on?
Wow.
You both are like, okay, let's watch this episode.
And I'm like, okay.
Wait, oh my god. Okay. There's this moment where Katara comes up to him and she's like, Aang, are you okay? And he's like, kiss me, lady, or something like that. And we think it's real because they're kissing and everything. And then you see Aang and he's like, bleh, bleh, bleh. And Katara's like, are you okay? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm okay. How did I forget that part? Yeah, because you're like, oh my god. But I'm so ready. ready for this episode.
Hey, I forgot this was an episode as a whole.
Yeah,
Like overall, I don't remember it.
So our guest today, he actually is in my house. He is, oh man, what should I use to introduce you? He is a flight attendant. He is a really good surfer, speaking of which. And he loves hiking, he loves dog walking, and anything athletic. And he and I used to watch like SpongeBob together when I was growing up, and I probably we watched Avatar a little bit together. So I'm excited to see what he thinks. So please welcome my dad.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
What's up?
Yeah, I went to wardrobe and borrowed this shirt.
I love that.
Repping our school.
I'll tell you what though, growing up with Carlee, the one show she watched more than any other was, of course, with her name, iCarly. So I can give you every episode of that too.
Hey.
I watched those actors grow up. So
Right.
You know, Freddie had a kid, right?
yeah, I knew it. Yeah, got married. So hey Noah, where would you go surfing?
I would it would be like Oceanside, if you know where that is. It's like maybe about an hour and a half above San Diego.
Yeah, okay. I used to live in San Diego. I know where Oceanside is.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Carlee used to go to this place called the Wild Animal Park that was in Oceanside. So
Gotcha.
You've done it in Costa Rica, right?
yes,
Wow.
Oh, that's super awesome.
What is like the craziest place? Did you do it in Africa?
Did we tried
It was too cold, right?
No, in Africa it was beautiful. We watched people surf, but in South Africa there's a couple of weird things. We walked to a beach, we saw a bunch of hippopotamuses wallowing in the water. Then we had to walk by crocodiles to get to the water, and then there was a shark warning. We just waded into the water up to our knees. We were too scared to get very involved.
California has it easy.
Right.
But I grew up with Carlee watching TV. We had a lot of daddy-daughter sessions. SpongeBob, iCarly. What was that cartoon with the genie parents? My something parents?
Oh, Fairly Odd Parents?
My
Fairly Odd Parents.
I would just sit there. So,
Oh, yes.
I love this.
Do you remember Avatar?
I took Carlee to the theater when this Avatar first came out. I knew nothing about it. And I was kind of a little bit, astounded with some of the concepts because it was such a different cartoon than what I was used to. And afterwards, Carlee had to explain everything to me, what a bender was and what everything goes on. So,
Yeah, we saw the live action together. That was...
That was the introduction to Avatar?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is very unfortunate.
she would sit down in front of TV and watch it for a while. I never sat down and became consumed by it, but I knew it was there. So,
right.
And I've loved watching you guys put your little shows together.
Yeah,
I think this concept is so good. I mean, reliving your youth. That's such a great way of doing it. So
Yeah.
And it's also like we can reconnect with people who we haven't seen in like months.
right.
And it's a different person each time.
So what would you say Avatar is about if you had to take a guess?
It's always been.
It's more mature than the other shows.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to remember the conflicts that they had. It seems like a group was they're, I guess, trying to be captured or enslaved or something. I don't remember. And they were using their special powers to evade.
That's really...
But I only saw that one episode, so I'm not really sure who the bad guys are. And I think the one that we saw took place in Antarctica.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah,
the
right.
Movie.
So, and I remember Carlee being very taken by. It looked like a great big elephant-looking creature to me, like a woolly mammoth or something.
Oh, Appa.
Appa.
What is
So
that?
it's a
that.
flying bison.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah. There's a flying bison and a flying lemur in the show.
Okay, very good.
Would you rather have a flying bison or a flying lemur?
I think I'd rather have a flying lemur.
I knew he would say that.
Hey! Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Traveling's kind of like my family's like thing. That's like the one thing that
Right.
we do. So one time we went to Madagascar. We went to a lemur reserve, and my dad had the best time of his life.
Oh yeah.
They actually have sharp claws.
Did you watch the Boomafoo growing up, Carlee?
I did when I was really young. Do you remember? Did we ever watch PBS? Do you remember the show with the lemur, Zaboomafoo?
I don't remember.
It was
one.
like two zookeepers, and they would meet a bunch of animals.
Oh.
But they had, the dancing lemur that we saw?
Yeah.
They had, that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
main character.
Yeah.
We saw one of those, at the reserve.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that was a thing.
Oh my gosh.
We're in the middle of the forest and we've lured some lemurs down. And that's a lemur
me.
on Carlee's kingdom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite country that you visited?
You've been to more than me, so.
Well, since Carlee was born, when Carlee was 5, we took her to Antarctica. So she's seen penguins in the wild. We took video of orcas right next to our boat. We took an Arizona state flag, and I was given permission to walk on an iceberg and plant it in there. So we,
like the moon landing.
Since we've gotten bigger, I think the two most favorite places were Argentina and then South Africa.
That is so
Right,
awesome.
how about you?
I probably would have to say Japan.
Japan.
I traveled a lot when I was younger because it was a lot cheaper back then. Because like now, the Antarctica cruise that we took is probably twice as much as we took it. Because now people are like, oh, you can actually go to Antarctica. Okay, I'm going.
Right.
We passed Steve Irwin's boat. That's how long ago it was.
Aww.
He was still alive. It was he got in trouble, right?
Yeah, they jumped in and swam with some. I forget who it was, but you're not supposed to interact. You're not supposed to interact with the wildlife.
Like a leopard seal or something. And that's so crazy.
That's funny.
So I feel like I need to give you a rundown before we start. So there's the 4 elements:
air, water,
earth, and fire.
Okay.
So it's like earth, wind, and fire, like the band.
Okay.
The Fire Nation's the bad guys. They're kind of like Nazis.
Okay.
So there was a genocide.
Okay.
They killed all the air nomads.
Okay.
But there's one guy left, and he's the Avatar, which means he can use all 4 elements.
Okay.
So they're about to attack the Fire Nation, like the capital.
So the good guys are attacking the bad guys?
They're about to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
But the Avatar guy's having bad dreams about it.
Okay.
So you know who Mark Hamill is, right?
Yes.
He's the Fire Lord.
Oh, okay.
And they're attacking the Fire Nation on the day of Black Sun because there's going to be like an eclipse. So the firebenders get their energy from the sun. So when that happens, and they won't be able to firebend regardless.
Okay. Good thinking on their part.
You would actually like this show. There's a lot of war references, and each element is based on a martial art.
Oh, I have a question for you. What cartoons did you watch growing up?
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
You were a Trekkie,
There's
right?
something. Well, no, it was called the Flintstones, and then there's one that took place in the future.
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons, yeah.
Yeah. So wait, were they coming out as you were watching them, or
they were? When I was a kid, they were all brand new.
Wow.
Yeah. So, are you guys familiar with the Flintstones at all?
Oh,
both of them.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I used to watch the Flintstones actually when I was younger.
There's this channel called Boomerang. I don't know if you guys ever watched it.
Okay, here's one you can ask your parents. Ask them if they remember a character named Quick Draw McGraw. That is from my early youth.
That sounds really familiar.
And he had an alter ego. He would put on a mask and he would run around and he beat up the bad guys, and he used a guitar to hit them on the head. His name was El Capone.
Well, you also watched Popeye.
Oh yeah,
Popeye the
too.
Sailor Man.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you see?
I actually do remember on Boomerang they would have little clips of Quick Draw McGraw, but I never knew that was what I never knew the name.
Did you ever watch Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes was good. That was
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny and all them. That was good. Yeah. And the guy
Did you
was
ever
always
watch the Disney cartoons?
No, Disney cartoons weren't big when I was a child. But don't forget, when I was a child, there's only 3 stations, and they're all the network stations. We only got cartoons on Saturday morning.
And then you also watched Star Trek too.
Yeah, we watched the first Star Trek growing up.
Yeah.
The original.
What was other TV shows that you and your family?
We loved Wonderful World of Disney was on Sunday nights for us. Batman. We'd always watch Batman on Wednesday nights.
With Adam West?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was always continued. Every week it was always continued. So
wow.
There's a TV show on Saturday afternoons called The Monkees. Have you guys ever heard of The Monkees?
Like the band The Monkees?
Yeah, it was a group. The Monkees. No. Yeah. So, boy, this is turning into a history lesson, isn't it?
Right.
Well, it's always so interesting hearing what adults have, what they watched growing up, because there's some shows like Star Trek that I've seen the original Star Trek, but it was coming out when you were
right. It was coming out.
A kid.
Well, shows like I Love Lucy were out.
Oh yeah.
The Dick Van Dyke Show. Oh, Gilligan's Island and Bewitched were very, very popular because they were when I was in like junior high, they were coming out. So
Did you ever watch the Carol Burnett show?
yeah, I remember Carol Burnett. In fact, Vicky Carr was on her show, and she's from my hometown of El Paso.
Oh,
so everybody in El
gosh.
Paso likes Vicky Carr. So we got the so we got the big attack coming on.
This is like not the attack itself, but this is the episode leading up to them.
Okay.
The girl who's talking right now, she's in Arrested Development. She's that religious girlfriend.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
So that means fire, that character.
Okay.
Koala
They're
sheep.
like koala. Yeah.
That's the flying
That's
bison.
the flying bison.
Yeah.
Momo. Okay.
Appa. That looks like Ireland.
Was this originally recorded in English? Do you all know?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, yeah.
It looks
I
it
just
looks
would
like
have assumed,
anime.
yeah.
It looks like anime. You can tell because the lips match up perfectly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Toph doesn't even have a sleeping bag.
I know.
Toph just sleeps on the floor. Like,
Is that Goku? He's Goku.
Oh, the eyes. The noise
Right.
they
I
make.
know. The animation is a whole lot better in this episode than the one I saw.
This is
Yes.
the last season, so I think it got a
Yeah.
lot better. The lemur.
Still have my pants.
Oh,
Like, why on that bush?
literally beating around the bush.
Oh, I forgot Zuko's storyline in this episode.
So he, when he was 15, he questioned his father, and his father challenged him to a fire fight and scarred him and banished him.
okay.
And he just let him come back, but
So
he's
is
but
he
he's
a good guy or a
conflicted.
bad guy?
Well, he's conflicted right now
Okay.
because his job was to hunt the Avatar, but he didn't succeed.
Okay.
But his dad welcomed him back anyway, so he doesn't know.
They have face paint of the fire symbol.
You know, the plot is actually really engrossing. They did a good job with this.
He's like, sure, I'll take the treatment.
The architecture looks Japanese.
She literally lived right there.
right. He's straight up just punching a tree.
But why is he punching it so close to where they're sleeping? Like this huge island, you can't go somewhere else.
Oh, ouch. Isn't there a technique, though, where you do punch trees? Like, it's in Kung Fu Panda too.
Have you guys seen that video of that little girl just punching a tree? And then she like breaks the tree. It's like not a thick, it's a smaller one. But yeah, she's punching with her bare fists. And she breaks it, and it's really crazy.
Did you see Tom
Yeah.
picking her nose?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good night, Appa. Good night, Momo. Good night, Appa and Momo.
Go to sleep already!
Is he like different? Is he Naruto
Oh.
now?
Yeah, right.
So he's like different anime characters.
Is this a dream?
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a nightmare with an abacus.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that what that thing's called?
Yeah.
Those sheep are like, boy, chill.
I know, like, that's really how dreams work, though. Like, something will be happening, then some, like, minor random thing will, like, stop you from doing it, and you're like, why didn't I think of that?
I guess I wasn't invited.
Oh, that's what he actually looks like. What?
Another dream. Wow.
Ow.
Oh, yikes.
Sokka's a non-bender, but he sword fights.
Oh.
Oh no.
Can you imagine being woken up, like, right away, and you're like, climb this cliff? Like, you're still half asleep.
His bags under his eyes are so big. He was close though.
I know.
You've done rock climbing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you done it without a harness?
I've never done it with a harness. We just always pre-climbed.
Wow.
Do you all know if any of these voice actors became famous after this?
Somewhat. Mae Whitman, like I said, was in Arrested Development. Did you ever
And
watch
she
The Backyardigans with me?
Uh-huh.
He's the penguin from Backyardigans.
Oh.
And then Zuko is famous for just being Zuko. Really?
But he also
Like,
was in Hook.
And American Dragon Jake Long.
Oh.
George Takei was in an episode.
Oh, wow.
I can't get over how cute these koala sheep are. Like, that's the cutest combination.
I love how Sokka commits to a character. Like, no one told him to
Right.
put this beard on, and yet he's like, I want to put this beard on.
he just loves beards.
Yeah.
So as children, you two guys would sit in front of the TV and watch these shows?
I
Yeah.
started watching this once it got to book 3 Fire, so I wasn't watching it when it came out. But yeah.
I forget, well, my first episode I started watching, like, that it would air and I would watch it. But I remember watching the finale. on air, and my sister and I were like, "Whoa!"
Were you invited?
Yeah,
Of course.
So what day would this come on?
And I'm the prince.
I don't remember. I remember midday.
Okay.
Yeah, it had a pretty good time slot, I think.
I'm not.
Yeah.
There's another show called The Legend of Korra that happens years after.
All right.
And what happened was they put it at a really weird time after season 1, so a lot of people stopped watching it.
Yeah, because on season 1 of Korra came on Saturdays at like 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ow.
I know.
Just think about how things went at the last war meeting you went to.
Right.
You did not need to bring
Yeah,
that
you
up.
don't need to bring that up. He got scarred last time.
Orderings.
I can't imagine being royalty and having everything done for you. Like, that would bother me. I'd be like, I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, please
Well,
stop.
especially for him, like he was banished for
Right.
like 3 years now, so he has to, especially in Bossing Say, he was doing everything himself.
Another dream.
What are these?
It's like Inception.
Like, that's actually a scary dream.
Yeah.
Aw, Appa's holding his tail.
He was ready. Oh man. Toph smirking.
Did you hear the music?
Oh,
I love you.
Oh.
wow.
What are we doing?
What our hearts have been telling us to do for a long, long time. Baby, you're my forever girl.
Oh my god.
Baby, you're my forever girl.
Oh no.
I was just saying you should take a nap.
I guess I kind of drifted off into a daydream.
Oh no. It's like, how much did you hear?
Sounds neat.
The Fire Lord said he would not start until you arrive, sir.
Then why did nobody tell him?
Right.
Yeah, they're just playing with him. That's a pretty good painting.
That's what he made at school.
Oh, there's his armor.
Sir, you missed!
Oh my gosh.
Did you hear something?
Momo is so cute. Oh my gosh. I do that to my dogs. Just, I don't need to be out of sleep. Like, just in general.
Boy, that is a big vice.
Right.
Just too much.
Love how he talked and Aang was just like,
Oh, you don't like it?
Why do his teeth go to like
I
only
know.
2 teeth when he talks? Like that's never happened.
oh, that's like One Piece. Because the guy has like the triple sword technique.
Who's that guy?
He was the guru that he met.
Momo is huge next to standing
Right.
up Appa.
Now the tree's getting involved too.
My man is losing it.
I wish they would have shown us what actually was happening.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
We hope.
Aw.
Oh, makes me drowsy.
That's a little creepy though that they're all smiling
Yeah.
watching him
Like,
sleep.
how long are y'all gonna be there?
Right.
Just-
No! My royal parts are showing!
Wow.
I was looking at the episode list, and the Western Air Temple is the next 2 episodes. And so it's kind of crazy how quickly Zuko has that turn.
So you got a very interesting episode with multiple drawing styles. What'd you think?
I thought it left you hanging. You can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. So that's good. I thought the dream sequences were really, if you didn't know they were a dream, they're kind of crazy. But once you figure out he's dreaming, that was kind of neat. Very creative, very imaginative. And like I said, what I remembered from the animation, it was real jerky. And this was so much more smooth. So.
You would probably like the war episode that comes next where they fight.
Okay.
Do you think you'd watch the show since it's on Netflix?
Yeah, sure.
If
particularly if Carlee was home, because she could explain it to me.
Right.
Yeah.
If you could be any bender, what would you be, or what would you be interested in?
You know, the first thing that comes to mind, I don't know why, is an airbender, because I remember their representation. It seems like they could do the most.
Yeah.
I guess the water guy was pretty good. I don't remember the fire guy at all. But I think I'd do air. Just from what I remember, he had a pretty dramatic effect on everything that was going on. How about you guys? What benders would you be?
I I would want to be a firebender, but literally everything keeps pointing me in water, so I'm just like, whatever. I guess I'll do it.
I would want to be an airbender.
I'd want to be an earthbender.
I can't say I saw what an earthbender did. What did they do?
They can move like mountains, and there's also a subset called metal bending where you can bend metal.
Oh, okay.
And what's interesting or kind of cool about Avatar, that as the series develops and as like time is moving forward, there are more like subsects of bending. Like you can do more. Like metal bending was introduced, and then
water bending can do blood bending.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
Wow. Maybe they could get a psychological bender out there.
Well, I was thinking because blood bending, you know, you're moving people's veins. So I was thinking they could probably hypnosis would be next.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for watching an episode.
Hey, you guys, it's been fascinating. Yeah. I really enjoy getting to know you, and it's fun to see how the technology works because I've never done this before. So, and I love like I say, it's such a unique concept. Keep up the imagination, you guys. This is good. Okay, you guys, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
I'm gonna keep talking to him.
Oh, okay, that's all right. I'll get out of your hair. Okay.
That's fine.
Nice talking to you.
Okay, I guess you're going into a production meeting now. Okay.
Put my headphones back on. I feel so naked without them.
I was like, something's different. Until next episode.
Good night, Appa.